students. Today we discuss about law of demand. Law of demand. Law of demand means all remaining things are constant. When price increases, demand must decreases. When price decreases, demand must increases. This is the law of demand. All remaining things are constant here. All remaining things are means which factors have influence to change the demand, means determining factors of demand all remaining constant. Determining factors of demand here, dx is equal to f of px, ps, pc, y, the t. Okay, dx means x commodities demand, f means functional relationship between the determining factors and quantity of demand. Px means price of x. Ps means price of substitutes. Pc means price of complementaries. Y means income. T means taste and preference of the consumer. These are the determining factors of the demand, means these factors have to change the quantity of the demand. Okay, let me discuss about law of demand. Law of demand means all remaining things are constant. When price increases, demand must decreases. When price decreases, demand must increases. This is the law of demand. Means only change, here change, price level only changes. Remaining price of substitute, price of complementaries, income and taste and preference of the consumer constant. Only changes in case of price only. So this is the law of demand. Okay. According to this schedule, we easily understand about law of demand. In first column, price of goods. The second column, quantity of demand. Okay. In price level, it 20 rupees, 10 rupees to 50 rupees. 10 rupees price level, consumer purchased 50 units of quantity. And price increases from 10 rupees to 20 rupees. He purchased only 40 units. Next, price increases from 20 to 30 units. And 40 rupees and only 20 units. Then at 50 rupees price level, the consumer purchased only 10 units of quantity. Why? Because here is the only price level changing, but income of the consumer, price of substitutes, complementaries, taste and preference of the consumer constant. So how much price level increases in the market? Quantity of the demand decreases. Quantity of goods demand decreases. So that is the law of demand. Based on this schedule, just you draw the demand curve. So x-axis represent the quantity of goods and y-axis represent the price level or price of goods. So price level you take on y-axis 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30, 40, then 50. Next, quantity from 10 units, 30 units, 40 units, then 50 units. Okay. Here at 10 rupees price level, consumer demanded 50 Then 20 rupees price level, 40 rupees price level only 20 units ni purchased. Then 50 rupees price level he purchased only 10 units of quantity. So if we join all these points A, B, C, D, E. If we join all these points, we find demand curve. That is the D1. D1 is the demand curve. Okay. 10 rupees price level, 50 units. 20 rupees price level, 40 units. 30 rupees price level, 30 units. 40 rupees price level, 20 units. 10 rupees price level only. 50 rupees price level only 10 units he purchased. So this is the inversal relationship between the quantity of demand and price level. So that's why always demand curve has negative slope, left to right downward position. Why? Because the price and demand always have negative slope. This is the law of demand. All remaining things are constant. When price increases, demand must decreases. When demand decreases, price decreases, demand must increases. Okay, this is the law. Actually, according to law of demand, when price increases, demand must decreases. But in rare situations, in some cases, even price of the goods increases, even though the consumer purchases the more of commodities in some rare situations. So that situations are known as exceptions to law of demand. Exceptions to law of demand means these situations are not applied to demand law. So let me discuss about what are the main exceptions to law of demand. First one is the Giffen paradox or Giffen goods. Giffen goods means daily food items like ragi, java, bajra and broken rice. All these, in case of these goods, if the price level increases, poor people also must they purchase. Why? Because these goods are essential for substance, and poor people also they purchase more of these goods. So this is the Giffen goods. In case of Giffen goods, if the price increases in the market, even though consumers purchase more of these goods, and this situation is exceptions to law of demand. Why? Because price increasing, even though the consumers purchasing more of these goods. So Giffen goods. Next one, Veblen goods. Veblen goods also known as the prestigious goods. Prestigious goods are Veblen goods shows the economic status in the society. So which goods shows the economic position and social status of the persons. These goods also known as prestigious goods. Thurston Veblen introduced these goods in his famous book, The Theory of Leisure Classes. In this book, he wrote about this Veblen goods. So, in case of these Veblen goods or prestigious goods, the price level increases in the market, even though the people must purchase. Means different type of gold ornaments and some prestigious goods means car, building like that, lands. So these goods shows the economic social status of the persons in the economy. That's why poor people always try to purchase. The price level is increases in the market, even though they always try to purchase, and rich people also purchase more. So price level increases even though they must purchase. That's the exceptions to law of demand. Okay, next Third one is the speculation. Speculation means in some situations the consumer's thoughts and views are different. For example, some particular commodities price level high in the market even though they purchase more of that particular. Why? Because these goods price level increases in the market still further. So that is the speculation. They expect the particular good price level increases more still further. That's why they purchase a present position high, even price level also high. So that situation is known as speculation. And next one is the fourth one, illusion. Illusion means here is the some consumers they thought like that is which goods are have high cost in the market. The goods are branded goods, and which goods are available at low cost. The goods are inferior goods. So that's why which goods have more price level in the market, they purchase high. That high costly goods means. Which goods are very costly, the goods are branded goods. Which goods offered lower cost, the goods are inferior goods. So some people, some consumers always they want to purchase higher cost of goods. So this situation is known as the illusion. This situation is known as illusion. Given goods, Veblen goods, speculation, illusion. These four adjectives are exceptions to law of demand. Means these four situations not applicable to law of demand. Actually, law of demand means price increases, demand must decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. But in four situations, these four rare situations, even the price increasing for these goods, even though demand also increasing. So that's why these four adjectives are known as exceptions to law of demand. And this question is 5 marks point of view, important question. Okay students, tomorrow we discuss another question.